Ozzy, what's a wall splat? You hear commentators saying it all the time. Oh, he's fishing for a wall splat. That's two. This is where you force your opponent to guess. Another mix-up. Now, I know you've heard this term Oki or Okizemi somewhere. Now, you ain't going to hear it as much in Tekken 8. There's so many options here for Law. He goes for the junkyard setup, yeah? Doesn't get it, Tetsuo plays dead. Now, the same scenario. Tetsuo decides to get up. What's going on YouTube? And I wanted to do a video about Tekken jargons. Have you ever wondered when you're watching a Tekken match or you're playing online or whatever it is and you hear jargons like that's a perfect EWGF into Oki pressure, or that's a wall splat, or that's a whiff punish? Are you thinking, bro, what language is this? What are these guys speaking? And bro, man to man, I've been there. The problem with Tekken, it has its own language and no one gives you a dictionary to start with. So you jump in the deep end. So today, hopefully with this video, that changes. I'm going to be going through the Tekken terms that you should know. I'll break it down for you, explained like a normal human being. Okay, so the first one is actually Kazuya's most iconic move. Let's admit, he is one of the most popular characters in the game. The first Tekken jargon I want to talk about that comes up quite a lot is EWGF, which just stands for Electric Wind Gun Fist. This is Kazuya's signature move and it's actually disgusting. If you get hit by it, it doesn't feel nice. It's basically a normal move, but with quick timing, it becomes a Wind God Fist. But if you do it with perfect timing on the very first frame, it becomes an electric. So when you're doing it and there's no Doria coming out, electric, that means you ain't doing it right. Okay? That means you need practice. You do it right, more damage, better frames, and it looks clean as hell. Here we have the legendary Bow of Love, my favorite Kazuya player, showing you what an electric wind god fist is. There you go, right there. Off the bat. Did you get that? When you're doing it right, you're gonna hit Doria. You get that? Let's go, champ. Guys, the next one is Wave Dash. Every Mishima has a Wave Dash. Now, you've heard this so many times. Wave Dash, especially for Kazuya, you'll see the movement, right? It allows them to go into so many... It's basically their repertoire. It's their mix-up. It allows them to go into axe kick, electric, hell sweep. This is their go-to move. They have to get into this motion. Mishima players don't like being backed up. And we're going to go back to Bow of Love and we're going to see a perfect execution of wave dash into an axe kick. Watch. There you go, right there. Did you see it? There's another thing called backdash cancel, which is the other way. You do the same movement but the other way, right? So backdash, Korean backdash, you know, I don't want to get into too technicalities, but there's that as well. But Korean backdash is basically this, but the other way. And you'll see the movement. So this is the movement that you should be seeing, but really quick. You see how Bow of Love done it? It was so fast, you couldn't even see it. Now, I know you've heard this term Oki or Okizemi somewhere. Now, you ain't going to hear it as much in Tekken 8 because it kind of stripped away this mechanic. But it was one of my favorite mechanics. It's Japanese for attacking a downed opponent. Every time you knock someone down, in the previous Tekkens anyway, you've got options. It's like a little mini game. Do you attack? Do you wait? Do you bait them into rolling into your foot? Are they going to tech? Oki is a skill set on its own. Let me give you an example. Now, I've done a video about Naigunku, my favorite law player, but I want to take this to Tekken 5. I think Tekken 5 was amazing for Oki game. And we go to Law's standard grab, right? Now here, look, there's so many options here for Law. He goes for the junkyard setup, yeah? Doesn't get it, Tetsuo plays dead. Now the same scenario. Tetsuo decides to get up. Nagunka gets a full juggle. He baits him out. This is Oki. And I don't see it much in Tekken 8, but it's Oki, Okizemi. I hope that makes it easy for you. Now, you definitely heard this one, right? Mix up. Oh, what's the mix up? This is a character that has a 50-50. You literally have to guess. It's very rare. You know when Kazuya was going into that wave dash? He's got 50-50s. Lei Wulong had 50-50s. So this is, I would use this when I'm in trouble, trying to get back in the game. This is where you force your opponent to guess. High, mid, low. This requires completely different defenses. Guys, a true 50-50 mix-up is just nasty. And you know who's got one of the nastiest ones? Martial Law. Okay, guys, we're going to stick here with Nagunku because he does a mix-up straight away. With Law Slide, that's a mix-up. He goes into the run-up grab. Another mix-up. And there you go. He's fallen for the mix-up. He done like 2-3 mix-ups in the matter of a couple of seconds. You want to see that again? So if you don't understand it. Law, he can either go... Well, this as well, apparently. But it can go with a slide or this. Yeah? And in Tekken 8, you know, you can go into so many other things. But that is his mix-up. Tetsuo thought another slide was coming. Right, we watch it again. Slide. He thought another slide was coming. No. Now, this only works if they're really close. If they're really far, this is not going to work. Bear that in mind. And if you don't get the mix-up, you're going to get launched. Now, Hopkick. I don't want you guys saying, Ozzy, we know what Hopkick is. Trust me. There's people out there who don't know what Hopkick is. It's everyone's controversial little friend. That's the best way I could put it. It's a jumping attack that launches on hit and beats every low attack. New players tend to spam it. Experienced players get salty by it, like, oh, he's spamming Hopkick. And the truth is, it has real counters. It changes the course of the game. You know, if you got a character that hits like a truck, for example, Paul, that's it. It's done. And here we have some examples of a Hopkick. Right? That's Lee's Hopkick. And this is Paul's Hopkick. Yeah, simple. This is a very interesting term. It literally says what it means. You're poking your character with low attacks, small moves, slowly draining their energy. The prime poking character was Miguel. For example, with Mishimas, you can't. They're not really poking characters. Characters that don't take a lot of energy. Link Xiaoyu could be considered a poking character. Now, when you get launched and you hit the ground, you can roll to recover, which is called a tech roll, to avoid any okazemi. If you don't do it, you're just lying there and you're going to get hit. Now, low parry, everyone has it. Low parry, every single character has it. Your ability to parry a low. If you can predict a move coming, it can change the course of a game. It can change the momentum. Not everyone knows a low parry is coming. It's kind of a prediction in my opinion. Like big moves like Lord's Dragon Tail, you can parry that. This is an armor move. I think it was introduced in Tekken 7. It absorbs any incoming hits with you sacrificing some life. It takes some damage, but you win the exchange. Great for escaping pressure. Just be careful. Lows still beat it. And here we have a perfect example actually of power crushes. I personally think King is broken when it comes to power crushes. He's got so many. He's got the armor one. He's got back three, as you can see. Even this, when he's running into you. Like, this is a power crush. You can't hit him. He goes into a mix-up. You've heard the term launch. I ain't talking about Apollo 13. Houston, we have launch. This is when you block your opponent's move that is extremely unsafe and you get a free juggle out of it. Let's give you an example. So we got Kazuya now coming in with a hell sweep. Double blocks it. Perfect block. On the hell sweep. Launch. That's a launch, guys. While rising 2. Boom. Let's talk about whiff punish. This term is actually only really used in the FGC. I don't hear it being used in MMA or boxing. You punishing your opponent for missing you. That's all it literally means. Whiffing, like whiffed past me. And you punish that move. Let's give you an example. You know who's really good at this? Artif. Artif is one of the best whiff punishers in the business. Leroy throws out a down back 3. Just misses by an inch. Phenomenal, really is. Now let's talk about the wall game. Ozzy, what's a wall splat? You hear commentators saying it all the time. Oh, he's fishing for a wall splat. So wall splat is basically you slam someone with a certain move that your character has that is powerful enough that will literally give him a splat animation on the opponent. It'll basically staggers the opponent, gives you more damage at the wall, and it changes the entire flow. Let's give you a few examples. Here you have Horang, and I'm going to give you a couple examples here of his wall splats. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. Now, wall carry, you're going to hear this term a lot. Can he carry him to the wall? This is actually very skillful because you need to have wall awareness. Just like a fighter in the ring, he needs to know where the ring is. Combos specifically designed to drag your opponent all the way across the stage to the wall for more wall pressure, i.e. a wall splat. So this is just a standard wall carry from Horang. Literally just carrying them to the wall. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, a wall break is you hit someone and the wall breaks and you go into a new area. That's what a wall break is, really. And it's just bonus damage. New juggle on the other side. And here, you can see a wall break. There you go. Now, balcony break is an interesting one because it came into Tekken 6, I believe. Tekken 7, and then now there's a few in Tekken 8. It literally can change the game. Like, it's my personal favorite, to be honest. I do like balcony breaks. You hit someone off an edge and you go into another stage. They fall like 50 feet and don't take no damage. That's what I find the funniest. So here you have Horang. We break this wall. And now we're gonna go into a balcony break. A whole new stage. Kazuya just fell 50 feet and he didn't take no damage. Now certain characters have certain moves that take you through the floor. Like for example, Horang's got this grab. It breaks the floor. And now Law has his own version. And what you guys have to do is find your version of whichever character you use. Now those are the basics I broke down and my head started hurting. I said, you know what? I might do a part 2. But I'm assuming everyone knows what a heat dash is, a heat smash, frame data, tornado, right? Now, if this helped you out in any shape or form or just broke it down for you a little bit, drop a like and let me know in the comments which Tekken jargon. Now, there's so many more I didn't mention. I just thought it's going to be too long. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite. I'll see you in the next one. Peace in the Middle East. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Helps the channel out. Boom.